the most important part of this today's gathering is the future of this great nation. That's you all children. I am extremely happy to be here today with you all because whenever I meet young children, I get so inspired and I always see there is a great future for this great nation. So you have come in the morning and you have heard to some people. In the next half an hour or so, I will try to say a few words of my experiences and also the great work that has been done by the great man Swami Vivekananda. If you see, we are all celebrating the 150th birthday of Swami Vivekananda on the 12th of January. If you see on that, they say Swami Vivekananda has lived from 1863 to 1902. Swami Vivekananda lived only for 39 years. But still we are remembering that great man because he lived with Shraddha and he lived not for himself, for this great nation. So the first lesson what we should all learn is, if you live for yourself, people will remember you only till you are alive. But if you live for your country, you live forever. That is what Swami Vivekananda has told us. So let us start living for the nation. Let us start living for the humanity. The wonderful story Swami Bodhamayananda ji has told us about a cobbler who, out of Shraddha, he thought it is his responsibility to rescue that lady. And whatever may be the resistance, whatever may be the comments he heard, but he stuck up to his goal. He said, I'll see that this lady is comfortable. That is what is a great lesson we have learned today. Now, what this great man has done, that also you should know. Because as children, by the time you leave these premises of Ramakrishna Mutt, you should know what a great Guru Ramakrishna Paramhamsa was, what a great mother Ma Sharada Mayi was, and how great Swami Vivekananda, I don't say was, but is, because they are all alive. They are all alive according to me. You should all know what Swami Vivekananda said on September in 1893 while he was addressing the Chicago conference or the world religions. Suddenly everybody started thinking or talking about Swami Vivekananda. What Swami Vivekananda said that day? What did he say? How did he start his address? He said, dear sisters and brothers of America. What is so big about it? Have you ever thought? I mean, it is all, everybody can say that what is so big about it? Why so many people sitting there in that auditorium, they all gave a standing ovation to Swami Vivekananda? Can anybody say that? Yes. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Yes. Pardon? With devotion. Okay. I'll tell you why suddenly this became so important and why people started liking it. Because on that day, when Vivekananda was given an opportunity, he was allowed to speak to the audience at about 4 in the afternoon. Since morning, so many speakers were speaking there. Everybody in that crowd or all the speakers were addressing the gathering as ladies and gentlemen. Because the whole gathering was there consisting of women and male members there. Every speaker started addressing them as ladies and gentlemen. That means all the cultures of other countries recognize the humanity as only women and men. But when you see India, the Indian culture is that we consider everyone on the globe as our family members. That's what Swami Vivekananda said that day. When he said, my dear sisters and brothers of America, that means all the people who are living in America, they are part of our family. This is Indian culture. This is Indian culture. Youngsters, you people should appreciate what our culture is. You should know how great the country was. I mean, you should have pride for our nation. You should respect the nation. That is what is called patriotism. In the year 1945, when the atom bomb was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan, there the youngsters and the children like you have decided that we'll make our country great again. They all came together and they decided that we'll see that Japan will be the most developed country in the world, and now Japan is one of the most developed countries in the world. Why? The decision taken by the youth, the decision taken by the children like you. So, if you have patriotism, if you have a liking for our nation, then definitely India also is going to be the best nation and the most developed nation in the world. That's what Swami Vivekananda dreamt of. When the whole nation was invaded by the invaders and it was being ruled by the British, the entire psychology of the people was so low. That time, a great man like Swami Vivekananda came and he started telling people of their responsibilities, of their strengths. He said, you have Shraddha. Whatever you do with devotion. Then definitely the country is going to become great. So inspired by his addresses, inspired by his quotations, inspired by his wonderful and thought-provoking lectures, many youth in the country have risen to that occasion. They all came together and they attacked the mighty British, and that is how India became independent. So in the independent India, or for the independence of the country, the contribution by Swami Vivekananda was extremely great. He was the main person who has contributed to arouse the patriotism in the citizens of this country. That is how we got the independence. As I was mentioning, you all should be proud of this great nation. You know what this nation has contributed? When there was no civilization anywhere on the part of the globe, the entire country was under great civilization. We are all a very civilized society that time in the country. You take any field, you name any field, India was number one. You take mathematics, you take medicine, you take astronomy, you take any subject, India was number one during that time. You all must have read about Aryabhatta. Who was Aryabhatta? What was his contribution? He contributed the theory of zero. Then you all must have read about Bhaskaracharya. You all must have read about Charaka. You all must have read about Sushruta. These were the Ayurvedic doctors, of world reputation. He was a great surgeon. Sushruta was the great surgeon of the world way back in 2500 years back. This was the contribution of the country. We had universities like Takshashila, Nalanda, wherein people from all over the world, they came and they studied here in this great nation. This is what was India. In the science and technology field, we all should know what India was. If you see the economy, India was contributing almost 35% to the world GDP. India was number one country in the world as far as the economy is concerned. This is what was India. We had the excellent culture. We had the excellent traditions. What was Indian tradition and Indian culture? Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atidhi Devo Bhava. This was Indian culture. This is Indian culture. We treated women like goddesses. We treated women like goddesses in this country. And this was India. Now you see the present status. Now what we should do? What we should do? You all youngsters should come together and work with devotion. When you start working with devotion, then again we can get the past glory to this great nation. Are you all ready for that? Yes, that should be the voice. In a single voice, if we all devote our efforts for the betterment of this country, definitely by the year 2020, what Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam always says, all the nations in the world should say, country should be like India and citizens should be like Indians. That every country should tell about our nation and about us. This is possible. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. the only thing what we need is what is written here. Arise and awake. Stop not till your goal is reached. So we are all supposed to get up. We are all supposed to raise to the occasion what Swami Vivekananda wanted. So we are remembering Swami Vivekananda again today because again we are in the same status and we want to make the country great again. You all should know what great people have told about this country. For your information, I'll just read out what Albert Einstein has said about India. He says, we owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. This is what Albert Einstein said about India. There are so many people who has talked about India. There is a small book that is available, Great Minds on India. If you see this and read this, you feel how great the country was and how great the country is. So let's all gear up to the occasion. Let's all do it. And now the main topic of this today's is Shraddha. As Swamiji said, Shraddha is nothing but culmination of all good values in a person. The people from Obul Reddy Public School and also from the DAV Public School, they have given a beautiful performance here. The way the synchronization, the way they have coordinated. But before starting the function or their concert, what they did, they all adjusted their instruments. The violinist, he adjusted his instrument. The tablaist and the mridangam, a boy who played the mridangam, they also adjusted. A person who was playing the guitar, he also adjusted. Because if you don't set them or tune them properly, they won't give out good tunes. So like that, if you people also want to give good things to the society, you are required to tune yourselves. You are required to tune yourselves so that every one of you can become like Swami Vivekananda. The purpose of this today's function is to see that you all become Swami Vivekanandas. Imagine, one Swami Vivekananda did so much to the country. If all of you become Swami Vivekananda, see how the country would be. Just imagine how great the country would be. You have the opportunity. You have all the willpower. You have everything what Swami Vivekananda has. But only thing is, you have to identify the strength in you. You have to identify the strength in you. You have to look inside. That's what I said. I tell you a small story. What I read in one of the books, they called The Power of Now. In that, on the first page of this book, this story is mentioned. I'll tell you, there was a beggar on a street corner. That beggar was begging or has been begging for the last 30 years, sitting on a small box. One day, one person comes there and he asks him, have you ever seen what is there inside the box you are sitting on? He says, that's none of my business, because my job is here to sit here and beg. If you want, give me something or you can go. But still that man persisted. For my sake, why don't you open that box and see what is there inside? Afterwards, I'll give you some money. Then very reluctantly, that person has opened the box. And what he has seen inside was gold, diamonds. Everything was there in that box. That means this person was sitting on a treasure and he has been begging for so many days. That means if you see only the external things, what you are happening around you, then you will be like him. The moment you start looking into yourself, there is so much of gold in each one of you. There is so much of diamonds in each one of you. Identify that. You look into yourself. You look into yourself. Identify this so much of jewelry in all of you. If you can realize that, you all can become, on a character front, you all can become very, very rich. That is what Swami Vivekananda did. He looked inside what was there in him. So that's why he became so big. Another question I'll ask you. Now, I'll change this whole session into a classroom mode. You all must be thinking you have come out of the classes, but I'll convert this into a classroom again. Now I am going to ask you some questions. So you should reply. Are you ready? Yes. This is a beautiful auditorium which they have built. Swamiji and others, they have built a beautiful auditorium for all of us. Let us imagine the initial phases of this auditorium. Swamiji has planned, let us have a beautiful auditorium here for the children who come here so that they can be comfortable. What Swamiji would have done initially? They must have prepared the plans, how the auditorium should be, how the seating plan should be. Then that plan has been approved. Then what is the next stage? They start building. Can they all of a sudden start the walls? What should they do? They have to do the foundation work. That means they are going to dig inside. So they will find a hard surface, and then once a hard surface is found, then they will construct the foundation, and on that they build these walls. What happens if there are no foundations? The building will collapse. The auditorium would have collapsed. This auditorium has been surviving for so long because it has very good foundations. Now, imagine yourself as a building. Now, each one of you think that you are the auditorium. You are supposed to stand erect like this for years to come. Maybe the next 70 years or 80 years, you people, every one of you should be like this tall auditorium, standing straight and looking straight. What you need to have? You need to have very good foundations. Unless you have very good foundations, you can't become a man like Swami Vivekananda. So let us think about the foundations. What is the foundation one should have? Now let us suppose we put only the cement in the foundation. I don't put anything in the foundation. I get so many bags of cement and I put the foundation and I start constructing. Is it going to survive or the building is going to stand? No. What all you should have in the foundations? You should have cement, you should have sand, you should have steel, then you should have water, you should have mixed the concrete properly, and then you should lay it there. So, if you have only one component in the foundation is not going to be strong. Like that, if you want your foundations to be very strong, you just maths, physics and chemistry is not going to work. You should have all the other components like the sand, steel and water and everything. That is what is Swami said in a combined or in a, it is Shraddha. If you have along with studies, if you have Shraddha, that means consisting of so many good qualities, then the building is going to be strong. There are few children who are talking there. These are the people who are spoiling the great nation of India. These are the people who are the distractors in the society or in the class. They are the people who are making this country being looked down upon by so many people. They don't have any self-respect. They don't have any liking for the nation. That is where Swami Vivekananda said, come out of that particular syndrome. Come out of that particular syndrome. Let us be a role model to your school. Let you be the role model for your village. Let you be the role model for the nation. Every one of you can be the role model. So the first thing what we have learned today is that if you want to stand tall as a building like the auditorium, we need to have strong foundations. The purpose of this program and also the various programs what are being conducted in your school to improve you from all directions is nothing but making your foundation strong. So have strong foundations. Have very good foundations. That is what is required in all of you. I'll tell you a small story again, because Swamiji talked about Shraddha, the characters, the type of qualities what you are supposed to have. There was a small child like you, about say 10-year-old girl child was there, and that girl was not taking her lunch one day. Her father was very much disappointed. The father started asking the girl, why don't you take the food? Otherwise you will feel hungry and you will feel weak. Then the girl said, give me a promise that whatever I want, you are going to give me. Then the father said, okay, at the most the girl may ask for a book, or she may ask for a chocolate, or maybe some ice cream. The father said, okay, whatever you want, I'll give you, but have finished your lunch. So the girl finished lunch because it was a Saturday, so there was no school. So then after the lunch, the girl reminded the father, Father, do you remember that you have promised me? The father said, yes. What do you want? You ask me. The father was thinking she will ask something what I mentioned. But suddenly the girl said, remove my hair. I want to get tonsured. The father was aghast. A girl with beautiful hair, she is asking this. The father tried to convince the girl, don't do this. Don't do this. Tomorrow, if you go to school, all the children in the school or your classmates are going to make fun of you. But the girl remained adamant. She was so adamant, no, because you have given me a promise, you have to stick up to that. Then the father tried his level best to see that the girl comes out of that, but the girl was very, very adamant. Finally, the father had no other option, but he took her to a salon and removed her hair. Then the father was thinking, what will happen if on Monday if the girl goes to the school, what is going to happen? So on that day, the father took the girl in his car and dropped her in front of the school. Thinking that the girl will go to the school and all the children are going to make fun of her and she is to come out of the school, he started waiting at the main gate. Then suddenly, one more car came there. And from that car, another boy came out. He also had no hair. That boy was also tonsured. There was no hair. Then this girl was waiting for this boy. So the boy went there and both of them had gone to the class. Then from this car, a lady came out. Then she started introducing herself to the father. He said, I am the mother of that boy whom you have seen. That boy has no hair because for the last 4 months, this boy has been suffering from cancer, leukemia. Because of the treatment, the chemotherapy treatment, the boy lost all his hair. Then with that condition, when the boy started going to the school, every classmate or every student started making fun of him. So that's why the boy stopped going to the school. Then the mother tells this father, few days back, your daughter came to my house. Then she started inquiring, why are you not coming to the school? The boy said, because of this, everybody is making fun of me, so I am not coming to school. Then the girl said, don't worry. From Monday onwards, I am going to give you the company. I'll give you company. Don't drop the school. Come to the school. So that is how the girl on that Saturday, he insisted to his father that get my hair removed. This is what is compassion. This is what is friendship. This is how you look into the problems. Like Swamiji said, the cobbler identified the big problem being faced by the lady. Similarly, this small girl has saw that the boy is suffering because of this. So she started empathizing with that boy. These are the qualities which are required to have your foundation strong. Your foundations will be stronger if you have all these qualities. Then you can be like a tall building, 30, 40-storied building. You can also be tall, like as tall as Swami Vivekananda. So this is one thing is required from all of you. Now, another story I want to tell you. Because I told you that I'll keep on telling you stories on this. There is so much of distraction for all of you. That's what, because when I came in the morning session, the speaker was telling of the 9 steps in the classroom. The first step somebody was going, second step somebody was going, and you're all saying, yes, yes, you followed. So there are a lot of distractions. These are all called the emotions. At your age, you have a lot of emotions. You have a lot of emotions. But at the same time, people around you are encashing these emotions. Encashing these emotions. Say, for example, Swamiji just now told about popcorn, about say your kurkure, or about your Lays, or about the cola, what is that, Pepsi, Thumbs Up and all, you all like this. You all like this. Now, you see what the business people are doing. But if you go to your internet and see how dangerous these things are, a report has come out that lot of plastic is there in kurkure. And there are a lot of pesticide in this Coca-Cola or your Thumbs Up or your other drinks. You all know that. You all know that these are not good for health. But still, the businessmen around you are giving such advertisements that you are tempted to take that. Your favorite hero or your favorite player comes onto the television screen and he says, "Do you have guts to take this drink?" He asks all of you. Are you bold enough to take this drink? See, these are your emotions. These emotions are being exploited. For what? For their benefit, not your benefit. Whatever may happen to you, but they are not bothered about you. But they are only bothered about their business. This is what is exploitation of emotions. Same is the case with cricket also. When we were small or when we were very young, once in a year some cricket match used to be there. But you see, every day there is a match today. Even if you have your public examinations or your examination on that day, they will keep the most important match on that day because they are not bothered about you, because they are trying to exploit your emotions, because you are all connected to the game of cricket. Game of cricket. So, the main thing what you should get out of education is to see that your emotions are not exploited. That is where the issue of self-restraint comes. Self-restraint. What Swamiji was telling in Shraddha, he said, the vehicle should not have accelerator at the same time it should also have brake. Brake is what? Is the self-restraint. So the education what you are getting in your institutions should develop this brake on you. Whatever may be coming on the TV, whatever may be coming on the newspaper, whatever may be, but your education should give you the self-restraint and you should travel or you should go towards your goal. That is what is required for all of you. What is education? Can any one of you define? What is education? What is education? How do you define education? It gives peace of mind. Okay. Anybody else? Pardon? Gaining knowledge. Yes. Yes. Yeah, because that is what the definition given by about the type of education what you have to receive, so that you, in character wise, you be the best. That's what, and you can stand up on your own feet. Anybody else? Yeah. Yes. Education is manifestation of perfection already in a man. That's what is another definition. But my definition, what I was reading somewhere is, knowing your ignorance is education. Knowing your ignorance is education. That means, I have seen many children who get 100 out of 100 in maths, 100 out of 100 in physics, 100 out of 100 in chemistry. They think that they know everything. Their whole behavior changes. They will not talk to their friends. They will have a different attitude altogether. This new topic of attitude is coming nowadays. Attitude. Attitude. See, that fellow has a big attitude. You all must be talking about this attitude business. So, that means education is that you should know that you have to know so many things in life. When you have that in your mind, you will not stop at any point. You keep on learning something every day, every minute, every second you spend for the purpose of gaining something or knowing something. So, if you know that you are ignorant of so many things, then you will never stop. So that is what is education, what we are looking for. Don't think that a day has only 24 hours. According to me, a day has 86,400 seconds. That means don't think that you are wasting 24 hours. You are wasting 86,400 seconds in a day. Let us make use of this properly. Let us make use of each second properly for learning. There are so many distractions around you. Again, I'll give a small example and complete. I have seen so many big trees in the campus. Have you observed? There are so many trees which are giving very good shade, and people are going and sitting below this tree and they are enjoying. At the same time, there are so many small plantations also here. Have you seen that around? So, suppose you are made responsible to this particular area, or in the Ramakrishna Math, tomorrow you are given in duty, you have to water all the plants. Are you going to water the big plants, or are you going to water the small plants? Why? Both are plants. Both are plants. Why only small plants? Because big trees have their roots so deeply entrenched into the soil, so they can pick up water or they can draw water and they can survive. Is it correct? But small plants, they don't have that capacity. So you have to give water from outside. That is very good. Suppose if the plant, you want to see that it grows much better, what are the other things you are going to give in addition to the water? Manure, yes. Fertilizer. Pardon? So you are going to see that good sunlight is there, good wind is there, everything is there. One more factor is there which you are all forgetting. Have you seen weeds? Weeds. So many unwanted plants keep coming around the plant. What are you going to do as a gardener? You are going to remove them. If you don't remove them, what is going to happen? The main plant will not grow and the weeds will grow, and the development of this particular plant, small plant, will be affected. Now, imagine yourself as the small plant. Now, you are being given education in this school. You are being given food by your parents. You are being given by good discipline in the school. But what about the weeds? What about the weeds that are coming around you, which are detracting you or distracting you from your goal? What are the weeds, can you tell me? Which are wasting your time? Pardon? Television. One says television is a weed. Video game, somebody says video games is another weed. Social media, somebody says. So internet, cinemas, movies, junk food. So these are all the inputs which you have given me. I have never thought that you all know this. I thought I am supposed to tell you what are the weeds that are growing around you, but you all know that these are the weeds around you. So as you said, if you want to see the plant grows big, you have to take out those weeds. In the same manner, if you also want to be big or great, what are you supposed to do? Come on, tell me, because you are all very silent. Unless you remove the weeds from you, you cannot grow. You cannot grow both as individually as well as intellectually. So unless you remove all the weeds, so at the end of my talk, I want to see that you pass some resolutions today. Otherwise, it's like seeing a good movie and forgetting about it. Always at the end of the thing, I'll ask few students to come on the stage and make a resolution of what you are going to today, because you have come to this great premises. So how Shraddha in you is going to improve. So let us take out all these weeds. I keep telling people keep asking me, sir, do you have a Facebook account? I always keep telling people, I have a face and I have a book. I don't have a Facebook account. Because I don't have time basically. I don't have time basically to go to all these things. Because I have finished. You may think that I have finished my MTech and now I am in a job and I need not have to study. But Even today, unless I read for 3 hours, I don't sleep. Because every second I said we should learn something. Till I breathe my last, I am going to be a student. That is what I have decided. One has to be a student till he goes. So, I said, the other day I went to a school and I started asking the children, how many of you have Facebook accounts? Everybody, some people raised even both the hands also. That means they have 2 accounts, it seems. So then I started asking the boy, how much time you spend on Facebook? They said, about 1 or 2 hours a day. Oh, one. What do you converse? I mean, what is this Facebook and how you interact? I send a message in the morning, hi, how are you? Then all other my friends reply, yes, we are fine. I mean, what is that finally you are going to get out of this? Nothing, because networking, they said, networking. So you are wasting 2 hours of valuable time, not 2 hours, 2 into 3,600 seconds. That means you are wasting 7,200 seconds of your valuable time given by the God in the form of time pass. If you are passing time means you are wasting the time given by the God for you to do a constructive work. Then I told that boy who is having 1,000 friendships, what do they call it as? Friends. So many of you also have Facebook accounts because I wanted that feedback from you. They are called friends. I said, you send a message to all your friends that I am financially very poor. Tomorrow I have to pay my school fees. I don't have money. Dear friends, this is my bank account. Each one of you please send 500 rupees to my account so that I can pay the tuition fees tomorrow. You see, tomorrow you open your Facebook and see none of your friends must have replied. None of your friends must have replied. So, these friends are all time pass friends. These are all time pass friends. Your mother and your parents must be telling you, don't waste time on the computer. You feel very bad. See, my parents are not giving freedom to me. That's what you all complain. My parents are so pestering to me. They are not giving me time. See, the other parents are giving time. No, because your parents are telling you this because they care more for you. Because if you get fever, who is going to remain awake throughout the day? It's your mother. Who is that who is going to each doctor and try to bring him and give you the best medicine? It is your father. But we are angry against your parents. Why? Because they are not allowing us, because they want these weeds to be removed around you. But you want the weeds to be with you and you want to grow along with you, but in the process you will not grow. Only the weeds are going to grow. So realize these weeds which are there around you. Realize these weeds which are around you and have the best attitudes, have the best discipline. Have you ever tried this exercise like allotting A, B, C, suppose A to Z, let us give the numbers. A, you give 1, B, you give 2, C, you give 3, and Z, you give 26. If you put attitude, if you add all the numbers, it is going to give you 100. There is another word which is going to give you 100. What is that? Discipline. There is another 3-letter word which is going to give you 100. What is that? YOU. It is I love India. If you put I love India and if you add all the things, again you are going to get 100 out of 100. So let us get 100 out of 100. Let us have the best attitudes. Let us have the best discipline. And let us start loving the country. Make this country great. And let us rebuild this great nation, India, as Swami Vivekananda said, told all of us. And finally, may I take another 2 minutes, Swamiji? Another 2 minutes I'll take. I want 3 students on this stage. I want 3 students on this stage. Yeah, one from each school also will do. Come on, fast. So that, because your lunch is waiting. I don't want to take much of your time. Come on. Very nice. Very nice. Come on. Come fast. Yes, stand here. Can you have a mic, please? Can you have a mic? Come. Can you have a mic? Maybe 1 or 2 mics also will do. Come on, come on. Come. Yeah. Mic andi. Mics unnaya? Pillalki. Yeah, come on, take the mic. You should, any one of you can take the mic and I'll ask very simple questions. Yeah, yes. Yeah, introduce yourself.
My name is Sandeep Palod and I'm studying in 10th class from Sister Nivedita School.
Sandeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you stay? Which location in Hyderabad?
Khairatabad.
Khairatabad. Sandeep stays in Khairatabad. He is in the 9th standard. Huh? 10th standard. What's your father's name?
Pawan Kumar Palod.
Pawan Kumar. So, Sandeep's father is Mr. Pawan Kumar and he stays in Khairatabad. Now, after this program, I'll go to Khairatabad and I'll ask, do you know Sandeep? Everyone says, yes, we know Sandeep. He is Pawan Kumar's son. Yes, he is Mr. Pawan Kumar's son. Now I am going to ask a question to Sandeep. What do you want to become and how you are going to serve the country? That is what is my next question. I never ask children what do you want to become. No. What do you want to do for this country? That is what is the question to Sandeep.
I want to become a doctor and I can serve the country by giving free treatment to the poor.
Yeah, see, these are the ideas which we want. This is what is Shraddha, what we want. So, Sandeep is going to become a doctor and he is going to serve the society by serving the poor people free. So, that day, people in Khairatabad, they will not see Sandeep as a doctor, but all the poor people will look at Sandeep as a god. As a god. That day in Khairatabad, when Mr. Pawan Kumar takes a walk in Khairatabad, everybody in Khairatabad will be telling Dr. Sandeep's father. Dr. Sandeep's father. How happy his father would be on that day? How happy he would be? Everybody recognizing the father because of the great work done by the son. That day, every parent will be looking after. He will be looking for this day to come in his life. All your parents also, not only Sandeep's father, but also every parent will be waiting for that day to happen in their life. Because of their children, they should get great name. So, are you all ready to give that happiness to your parents? So, the first goal what you should have is, I'll make my parents feel proud because of me. I'll make my village feel proud because of me. I'll make my state to feel proud because of me. Finally, I'll make the nation feel proud because of me. That if everybody should put as your first goal, then there won't be any distractions, there won't be any time passes, there won't be any time waste, there won't be any weeds coming around you. So the first goal is, one day, a day will come where my parents should hug me and they should pat me and say, you are my son, you are my daughter, you have kept up my family's name. That's what your parents should say, and the entire nation should also feel proud of you. That should be your number one goal. Thank you, Sandeep. I look forward for the day in which, when I land in Hyderabad, everybody should be talking about a walking God, Dr. Sandeep, in the society. That is what is my expectations from you. Okay? Now, anybody else? Second one. Yeah. Yes, it is working. Even if it is not there, you should be in a position to speak.
My name is Satish Chandra. I am studying in Kendriya Vidyalaya Gachibowli. I would love to become the Prime Minister of our country to serve the whole world and become a role model who teaches the people of our country and the world how to live and the perfect way of living which can lead us to a harmonious life which we all want in our life.
Great. You said Chandra, no?
Satish Chandra.
So here I have the future Prime Minister for our country, Satish Chandra. See, he has already has a goal. Because what Gautama Buddha said is, you have to have a sankalp. You have to decide what you have. Then you have to do the hard work, sadhana. Then finally you will get the result. So he has already set his goal. He wants to become the Prime Minister of the country. Why you want to become? Because he wants to serve the people. You should see that is there. He said he is in the Kendriya Vidyalaya Gachibowli.
Yeah.
Who is your principal? Whether or anybody has come here? Principal of your school?
Not principal.
Yeah,
Our
director.
Sanskrit teacher Nagana sir and our yoga ma'am Sridevi ma'am has come.
Okay. Right. So Narayana sir is here?
Nagana sir.
Yeah. He is there. Now you imagine the situation. Sir is here. Yeah, sir is here. Don't worry, he is here. He is sitting in the front. Now, when Satish Chandra becomes the Prime Minister of this country, what is your father's name, you said?
Ravi Venkatachalam.
Ravi Venkatachalam garu. That day, the principal of Kendriya Vidyalaya is going to Venkatachalam garu, Ravi Venkatachalam garu,
Yeah.
his house, and he will request him, Sir, the Prime Minister of the country, Sri Satish Chandra, was a student of our school. So we are having the anniversary, school anniversary. We would like to have Satish as our chief guest. So then, the father of Satish will ring up the Prime Minister's office, PMO, and he will call him, Satish, your principal has come to me today. They have an anniversary, and you have to be the chief guest for that day's function. Then in 3 planes, Satish Chandra is going to land in Hyderabad. So with a big escort, he goes, and there is an anniversary function in the KV, and Satish Chandra, the Prime Minister of this country, is going to address the children there. How great it would be. You just imagine how great it is.
It wouldn't be so great if I wouldn't be able to teach someone and make at least a single person's life better.
Yes. On that day, you are going to inspire so many people of your school. On that day, you are going to inspire so many people of your school, and your message is going to go to each one of them. That is how you are going to teach your own school. So the second goal all of you should have is, one day I'll become chief guest to my school and my college. That should be your second target of all of you. First one is to make your parents and the country feel proud of you. The second thing is, you all should go as chief guests to your school and college where you have studied. That is possible only when you come up in life. When you do something great to the nation, then only you can become the chief guest. Now the third thing, other students. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, you tell me who are all your role models. Who is your role model?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Sai Kaushik. I'm of class 10 from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Public School, Jubilee Hills. My role model is Ratan Tata, sir. Of Ratan
Yes.
Tata. My ambition is to become an automobile engineer and create eco-friendly cars that that reduce our emissions and reduce global warming, which is a major threat to our whole world now.
Very good. His role model is Ratan Tata. Yes, others.
My name is Anusha Hegde and I'm studying in 11th of DAV Public School, Safalguda.
Your role model.
My role model is Swami Vivekananda and actually every single person in this world, because leaving aside the negative traits of every person, we can find something positive in everyone.
Very good.
That's right.
So the great man Swami Vivekananda and everyone on this earth are the role models. Yes, others. Fast, make it fast so that we can finish.
My role model is actually Swami Vivekananda, but the living role model is Sachin Tendulkar, because he has inspired me a lot with his good nature and good humored personality.
Yes, Swami Vivekananda
Thank
and Sachin Tendulkar. Yes, others.
My name is R. Vamshidhar Reddy. My role model is Shankaracharya.
His role model is Shankaracharya, you see.
Namaste, my name is Prachotan and my role models are Rahul Dravid and Mr. Mangalampalli Balamurli Krishna.
Mangalampalli Balamurli Krishna, he is his role model. Yes.
I'm Divya, I'm of 9th grade and I'm in Sister Niveta school. I want to become a space scientist. In that field, Stephen Hawking is my inspiration, and to become a good lady, my principal ma'am is my inspiration.
Okay, Stephen Hawking and the principal ma'am. They are the role models. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes.
Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Shashank Kulkarni, representing the KVCRPF Barkas, Hyderabad. And I want to become a good social reformer that the corruption should be stopped in India.
Who is your role model? I mean, do you have anybody role model?
Sir, every social reformer is my role model.
Is your role model. Okay. Everybody completed. What about Sandeep?
My role model is Shah Rukh Khan and my father.
Oh, his role model is Shah Rukh Khan and his father. Okay, no problem. Now, see, you have so many role models because we need to have a role model because we try to look into this. My role model is the great man Swami Vivekananda. He is my role model because we have to keep somebody so that we try to go to this thing. Now, I found a friend here whose role model is Mr. Ratan Tata, who wants to become an automobile engineer and produce eco-friendly vehicles in this, automobiles in this country. What's your name, you said? Kaushik. Kaushik, yes. Kaushik, I tell you, I know Mr. Ratan Tata because I am from the Maharashtra cadre and I happened to meet Mr. Ratan Tata. I know him. So during his next visit, I'll see that he comes to your house. I'll bring him to your house.
Thanks.
He is very happy. He is very happy that Ratan Tata is going to come. What are you going to do if Ratan Tata comes to your house? Just I want to ask you.
Sir, first I'll take his autograph, sir.
Very good.
Sir, then I will really like to interact with Ratan Tata, sir, because what really inspired me is the Nano project, sir, Tata Nano. Like sir's vision to see the common man, so that I would like to see his vision and his ideas and share it with me, sir.
So you are also going to take a photograph with Ratan Tata?
Yes, sir, of course.
Yeah. So Kaushik is going to take a photograph with Ratan Tata and he is going to show it to all his friends, yes, definitely. And he is going to put a big photo also in his house. And also he is going to take an autograph of Ratan Tata and show it to all of you. But your ambition should be, how I look at you, Kaushik, is that one day you should become such a great engineer and you should invent these eco-friendly automobiles and your name will be flashing all over the newspapers and the televisions. The whole world will be applauding. An automobile engineer should be like Kaushik. That day, Ratan Tata is going to call me and he is going to ask me, Lakshmi Narayan, do you know who this Kaushik is? He seems he is from Hyderabad. I'll say, yes. I was in Ramakrishna Mutt on 10th of January. And Kaushik was on the stage and I know him, then Ratan Tata will be very happy. I want to meet Kaushik. Can you get his appointment? That's what Ratan Tata is going to ask me. Then I'll call up Kaushik's office. And I'll tell Ratan Tata and myself we want to go and meet Kaushik. Then his office gives us some time. So come at 3 o'clock. On such and such day, maybe after 1 month or so, because he is so busy, we can't give you the appointment. So at the time of that appointment, Mr. Ratan Tata and myself will go to his office, maybe a big building, because his foundations are very strong. So his building is going to be very, very strong. In that strong building, Kaushik is sitting in his room. Then both of us, we send our visiting cards inside. One is Ratan Tata, one is Lakshmi Narayan. Then he calls both of us. Then Ratan Tata will discuss so much about eco-friendly automobiles with Kaushik. Then, after the discussion is over, Ratan Tata is going to give me a push, and he is going to ask me in my ear, can I ask Kaushik's autograph? I said, why not? That day I'll say, then Ratan Tata will take out a small book from his pocket, and he will give it to Kaushik. Sir Kaushik ji, can you give me your autograph please? Then Kaushik is going to sign on that and we would have taken a photographer also with us. Then we request Kaushik, we want to take a photograph with you. He says, okay, no problem. Then Ratan Tata with Kaushik in the middle, Ratan Tata on one side and me on the other side, we take the photograph and we make it a very big photograph and keep it in our house. Then everybody coming to Ratan Tata's house are going to ask him, do you know Kaushik? Do you know Kaushik? Great automobile engineer? Yes, he says, I know Kaushik. I recently met him. See the photograph of myself with great engineer Kaushik. This is what we want all of you to be. Because, why I said, now Ratan Tata is the role model of Kaushik. A day should come where Kaushik should be role model to Ratan Tata. That should be your third goal, which I am telling you. The person from which you want to take the autograph, you should raise to that position wherein you should be giving autograph to that person. So that should be, all of you should have that. All of you should raise to that level, and all of you should have that Shraddha and develop such characters or such qualities in all of you so that you become the role model to your role model. So these are the three things. Your parents, your village, your state, and this great nation should feel proud of you. You should go as a chief guest to your school and college one day, and you should be the role model to your role model. The person from whom you are going to take an autograph today, you should raise to the level of giving autograph to him after a few years. If you have these three goals in your life, definitely no weed is going to affect you. You will go such strong, people should look at you like this, how we are all looking at Swami Vivekananda. That should be the spirit of your life. So, thank you very much to all of you, the future of this great nation. And also I thank Swamiji for giving me an opportunity to interact with all of you. And as I said, before I conclude, I want 3 resolutions from all of you. What you are going to do from today for having visited such a great campus. And since morning, listened to so many people, including Swamiji. So let us have some resolution and go. Otherwise, what happens is, from tomorrow onwards, the life will be the same. It should not be. Because everyone has a turning point in his life. Every person you meet, you should learn something and you should correct yourself and reform yourself. Your ultimate goal is to see the India as a great country. That should be your goal. So you can elect a leader. What I'll do is, I'll now appoint Satish Chandra as your representative. He is going to prepare the resolutions and he is going to discuss with you, and finally he is going to tell all of us that these are the resolutions of this particular gathering which have come today to this Ramakrishna Math premises, and we are going to follow it. Okay, Satish Chandra? You are ready? Yes. See, you thought of teaching so many people. I have given you an opportunity to teach from today only. And also in the process, you develop leadership qualities which will help you when you become the Prime Minister of this country. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And I once again thank all of you. Remember the great man, what he has done, and let us try to emulate him. Let us try to follow him. Let us start reading books about Swami Vivekananda. They are so inspirational, small books. If you go and visit the bookshop here or the thing that is available here, read one book. So let us not waste much time on the Facebook or the internet or the video games. Let us start reading good books and inculcate a lot of his valuable qualities. And with Shraddha, you can become as great as Swami Vivekananda. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.